Hello. Things are hotting up. Many of us seeing a hot day on Friday, although it's not expected to last all that long. And before we get there, we've got the rest of our rather cool Tuesday to get through. A brisk breeze bringing in a fresh feel. It's a lot drier than yesterday across the south. Further north, still some showers around. In fact, yesterday's low pressure system, you can see here on the satellite picture this swirl of cloud. Persistent rain lasting over the Northern Isles for much of the rest of today. Showers coming into western Scotland, some for Northern Ireland and northern England, especially to the west of the Pennines. A few for North Wales, maybe into the Midlands, but from the Midlands southwards, most places will be dry. Some sunshine coming through, could see highs of 21 or 22 Celsius. It does feel quite fresh out there, though, with that brisk breeze, and especially gusty across the far northeast. The wet and windy weather will continue here overnight, perhaps easing for a time the rain before it peps up again later across the Northern Isles. The showers will continue in northwest Scotland, but elsewhere they tend to fade. So for most it's a dry night, the breeze just easing down a touch as well, and with the winds easing a little bit, it will allow things to turn a little cool, temperatures down into the low teens, maybe single figures in some sheltered parts of the countryside. Into Wednesday, and for most it's a dry and a bright day, but it is still wet and pretty windy across the far northeast. That rain though should slowly fizzle out during the course of the day. One or two showers possible elsewhere, mostly in western Scotland, but for most it's a fine day. We'll see some sunny spells coming through. The winds will be a bit lighter than Tuesday as well. So all in all, it will feel a little bit warmer, I suspect, with temperatures again getting into the high teens, but more widely perhaps across the southeast into the low 20s. Now any sunshine will start to turn rather hazy in the west later on as another weather system approaches, and that does look like bringing a lot of cloud and rain into parts of Northern Ireland during Wednesday evening, perhaps parts of West Wales too, and eventually that'll push its way into parts of western Scotland on Wednesday night. Now that is all tied into a weather system that looks pretty threatening, but actually is generally going to push away to the north, allowing this area of high pressure to dominate through Thursday across England and Wales, and then all parts on Friday. And as it shifts to the eastward, it will allow hotter air to push up from the south. These southerly winds wafting in some very high temperatures actually on Friday. We're likely to be over 30 Celsius in quite a few places, and maybe a few degrees higher in one or two spots. It may not last, however, this cold front sweeping through, it looks like, into the weekend, so it will be turning fresher, but one hot day for most parts of the country on Friday. For day-to-day detail, make sure you're staying up to date with the very latest from the Met Office. Best way to do that, follow us on social media.